Do you want aim like this?
Oh, that was clean. That was clean.
Stay tuned.
Yo, I'm the one, the only Scythe, here to bring you guys another banger. You know, I give you that good stuff. But yeah, today we're gonna be exploring how you can get better aim. Now, quick disclaimer, I have 189 hours of Kovacs and 33 hours on Aimlab, but it does not mean just because I have those hours that I'm obviously an experienced aimer. Though I've gained experience through practicing or training my aim, it does not make me some sort of god or pro. So just get to it. So first of all, I want to talk about the topic of why would you train your aim. First of all, for consistency. You don't want your aim to be good one day and bad the next. No, you want it to stay at a constant rate so you and other people can rely on your aim. Let's say you're playing in a team environment where you're playing with your duo or trio in whatever game, maybe Fortnite, Roblox Arsenal, Phantom Forces, anything on Roblox or anything in general. I believe this guide could really help you to give you that good consistent aim. Now, why would some people have always given me the argument of, why can't you just play the game? Wouldn't that just make your aim better? But to them I say, yes, it's good to get good at the game, but first of all, you need to understand that by playing the game repetitively, you're only training your game sense. Though you're training some of your other mechanics such as aim, you really just, cause the more you play the game, the more you understand it. But it does not mean that you get better aim in the long haul. That's how it used to be in the past when people had games like Quake, Doom, or any other arena FPS game in the past. But now we have, due to the emergence of aim trainers, now we can constantly do, let's say you can't hit 100 flicks inside of a game, at least not in one round. But in Kovacs or Aimlab or any of the aim trainers out there, you're able to do that repetitively and truly train that muscle memory. Muscle memory is formed when you keep repeating the same action over and over. One thing I really recommend for you, just like a quick tip, let's say you already have good aim, but you feel like you're being held back, maybe due to your peripherals or anything, I would say turning off the pointer option. I'll probably flash it on screen right now. If you turn it off, it will actually give you the correct distance, because what like Windows has inbuilt is that it makes you, let's say you want to flick fast to the right, it will multiply your sense, and it's not meant to do that. You want your sense to be the same, so you're able to do one action repeatedly without being interrupted or it being changed. So I would recommend you turn that off, please. Thank you very much. Okay, let's say, so the first thing we do if you want to improve your aim is that you need a work routine. You need a workout. Just as you go to the gym, you get different workouts to work on different parts of your body. You can get aiming routines to work on different parts of your aim. The two main parts of aiming is tracking and flicking. To track means to like follow, let's say, a circle or follow some kind of pattern across your screen. At least tracking, normally you need to have a good feel of your sense. Make sure your sense isn't too high or too low. It has to be just for you. But most pro players in any type of game, they normally have low senses unless the game requires intensive tracking all around, which would cause a more higher part of your sense, either in ADS or in horizontal tracking. One other argument I make to those who don't really train their aim is that for the people who keep playing the game over and over, they have to gain those aim mechanics that can be easily trained through aim trainers over a long period of time. But if you do aim training, you can acquire the skills pretty much instantly over like 2 or 3 days. But something you have to understand about Roblox Arsenal is that it's an arcade game. What I mean by arcade games is that it has no movement mechanics or more extra requirements. It's just click and shoot. That's basically Arsenal. But for other games, there's let's say like CSGO or Valorant, they have different smoke lineups, different flashbangs, different mollies, all of these different things inside of the game. But because it's more a hit scan game where you see it and shoot and it will register that damage on the other side, it means that sometimes you can get into really horrible positions where you might be behind the wall but you're still being hurt and died. You're probably thinking, why is it happening? It's due to Pika's advantage, because it's an arcade game. Pika's advantage is a lot more prominent than CSGO or Valorant, which are other tactical shooters. But since this isn't a tactical shooter itself, that's the reason you keep getting killed behind walls. And Arsenal has another very good mechanic. I wouldn't really call it good in the sense that I like to have my aim controlled in a way. They have some kind of bloom or spread disparity inside of the game where it makes like, even though you might be shooting on something accurately, you might not hit that shot due to how fast you're moving, or depending on how many hertz or FPS you have. So the lower FPS you have, is true, the lower FPS you have, the less chance you're able to hit that shot compared to higher FPS players with lower ping. And so now you're thinking, I've probably mentioned it, but you're thinking, what program can I use then? First of all, before you can download any of these programs, please download Steam. I'll have a link in the description for anyone who actually wants to try out these programs. But first of all, I have to mention the best aim trainer on the planet, Kovacs. Now, Kovacs is more like you versus other people, so that might have an incentive for you to kind of even purchase it, because it's not free. It's like £10 or probably $10 US. But Kovacs is really good for flicks, tracking, or any other kind of thing you really want to work out on. Kovacs is good. Aim trainers in general are good to train your reflexes, because the more you're able to train your reflexes on this third-party software, the easier it is to transfer it to your game of choice. In my case, Roblox Arsenal or Valorant. And another aim trainer, that you can use is Aimlab. It's completely free. I recommend you use it for flicks or reaction time, because they have some really good scenarios. And tracking is a meh. I would say use Kovacs for that. Or guys, under the hood, but it's actually a cracked Kovacs I used to use. Just hit me up in my DMs on Discord. But yeah, that's for you to find out on YouTube. And now that you've got these programs, what do? Like I mentioned before, you need an aim routine. What's an aim routine? Something you do constantly every single day without a break. I'm telling you, no breaks. You want to have consistent aim, so you have to have a consistent schedule. That comes to anything in life. If you want to do anything or succeed, you need to have a schedule. You need to have a way you plan your stuff. So I have an aim training routine from Monday to Saturday, because Sunday I like to keep as a free day because I have church that day. So I obviously like to clear my head of everything else. But down in the description I'll probably have I have my whole aim training routine, and also aim 7's routine. So for all of you guys who are complete noobs, I'm not hating on you, noobs just are new players, you're new to FPS or anything in general, I recommend you try aim 7's routine, because his is a lot more, it goes like from beginner to like pro, like I can't even do some of the crazy stuff in like that pro bit, but I can do the crazy stuff from, like, for me personally, I'm an intermediate player, in sub-intermediate to intermediate on Aim On Roblox routine. So I recommend, if you're a new player, try this out. But for all of you guys who are pretty good, you think you have decent aim, think you're quite good, you think you're Shroud, be honest, none of us are Shroud, I'm sorry, that guy's a beast. But for all of you guys who think that, I'd say follow my routine. And yeah, it will make you cracked. I'll probably have some gameplay. It's probably been showing up in the background for my whole routine on Kovacs and Aimlab, because I like to do my whole aim routine on Kovacs. Then I do Noizehs training routine on Aimlab. Comparing those two made me really good. Not cracked. I mean, kind of cracked, but good. And the last thing that I get asked extreme a lot about aim, extremely. Do peripherals stop you getting better aim? Ooh, guys, if you know me or you follow my content for a while, you know I play on a laptop, which is generally not the best, to be honest. But mine is like, I don't even have an intercore anything, but I'm still doing business. So how do you tackle this question? First of all, I would say, if you have high FPS, but you have a low hertz monitor, I would say change your monitor. Why? Because it will be easy on your eyes and you'll be able to hit more shots because of how fluidly it flows on your screen. What about mouse? Mouse is decent. It's just that you have to be able to get used to what mouse you're using because there's different types of grip styles you can use. Claw, fingertip. I'm mainly a claw player in general, but I would say in general get a good mouse, not too bad. Keyboard not bad. I have the same one since 2003, so it's not really a problem. But for me in general, peripherals do not stop you from being able to get good at anything. It just stops you at a certain point. You get capped at a certain point, and that's when I say you need an upgrade. But hopefully I hope this tutorial really helped you guys out. If any of you guys are new, make sure to sub or sus. And yeah, it's your boy Scythe leaving the building. Peace and keep soaring, guys.